We get off to a great start. I thought that the key was, the first, we always say we want to win the first TV timeout. And, we get up 16-0. We couldn't have played better. Defensively, couldn't have played better offensively. Then you go throughout the first half. Even though we didn't play great the entire half, I thought we defended really well. We out-rebounded, we took care of the basketball, and, up by 17 at halftime, we give up that 3 at halftime. But I thought, so the first 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half, I say it all the time, you can go from 17 to 27 or 27 or 17 to 7. And I thought we got off to a great start. The second half, give them credit, they fought back. 10, Hartwell started hitting some shots, got a little bit hot. But I thought we answered, and we got it down to 10, and we made the plays. I thought Dom hit a big 3. Courtney had a big basket to push it back up to 13, 15, 16. But we couldn't play better, defensively. To beat those guys, you got to keep them out of the paint. You got to keep them off the foul line. And I thought we did those two things. And we did a good job on Reuter. We played him. At first, we were doubling him, and then we decided, he was passing the ball really well. So we decided to play him straight up, and I thought Schoen did a really good job. His length affected him. So it was a good defensive effort, and we played well enough offensively. Took care of the ball, 18 assists. And we shot the ball really well from threes, and that's unusual. I think we're second to last in three-point shooting in the league, but we shot the ball really well, and Kyle couldn't have played better. Courtney got us off to a good start, but Kyle was terrific throughout the game. Yeah. Oh, it's huge. It makes it easier. Gives those guys confidence. It's like anything. When you start missing, you start thinking about it. The rim starts shrinking. When you make the first one, and Kyle hit that one off the glass, and it relaxes you, and then you can play a little bit more free. And when that happens, you can play that much better. And hitting shots makes everything. It makes you feel better. It makes you gives you energy on the defensive end, and that's what we did. And it was a good game for us.
When you did that press conference in April of 2007,
jeez,
did
yeah.
you ever imagine that you'd be here 2
No.
years later, let alone
No.
setting a wins record?
No. And I've said this before, it's like when you make decisions, family decisions like we made, you just never know if it's the right decision or not until you get here, like 4 or 5 months. And after 4 or 5 months, you get comfortable and you sit there and say, something, we can get this thing done or we can't. But and it started going, and we had some success. And, even as I said to the crowd, even, we won 8 games that first year. I thought those guys set the bar. They played hard. They played the way we wanted them to play. I always say, when the crowd leaves the game, I want them walking back to the car saying, damn, those guys play hard. And I think those guys set the bar. But to say that I would have been here for 12 years, and there's, in this business, I don't know what the percentage of of years that a guy stays as a head coach at a Division I, but I know it's not 12 years.
But doesn't it feel like home for you?
It feels great. I grew up in a very similar place. Small town. So I'm very comfortable here. My wife grew up in a small town. So it feels like home. It's like the people here, have taken us in, have made us feel comfortable, and it's been a good marriage. We feel really comfortable. Everybody, basketball is really important, and the people of this area fit my personality. And I think I fit their personality. It's just, humble people, hardworking people, and but to say that 12 years ago, I'd be sitting here 12 years later as the head coach. No, you can't. You can never make that prediction.
Coach, how did it feel watching those videos and seeing everybody from your entire career and life congratulating you?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's humbling. It's emotional. When you see that, the first couple years, and you see Hillary Haley going up there and dunking the ball, and and it brings back memories. And that's 12 years ago, and it's life. You see your old college coach, and you see your mom and dad, and it's it's emotional. And but it's you know, the gentleman that put it together did a tremendous job, and brings back memories, and they're good memories, and makes you feel good.
Just as kind of a bigger picture thing, kind of goes without saying, just given that these last two games, you guys have won by an average of 25 points, but if you're gonna, the staples of defense.
Yeah.
You guys have defended, but if you're gonna shoot the ball and start to turn around a little bit offensively the way you have in these last two games, how good can you guys be down the stretch?
I don't know. I know, looking at the tape from our first game against George Mason and watching us how we played today, we're a whole different team. We're much better. And I say it all the time, you know, to our players. You know, no team stays the same. No player stays the same as you go through the year. Either you get better or you get worse. And we've gotten better. You know, we've gotten healthier. I think, you know, you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the year. And I thought the last two games we played really well at both ends. But who knows? You know, our guys can't get complacent. They can't get comfortable. You know, as I told them in the locker room, you know, 203, we want 209. Right? And 209 means we win 6 more. You know, and that's the goal, to win every game and get to 209. But we know, you know, the LaSalle game, every game's going to be tough. We have to play well. But we're getting better. We just have to continue to work and not be satisfied.
When we talk about Kyle, it seems like there have been a couple of instances where you said, okay, that was a pretty amazing game, you know, compared to the 2 times he had 24.
Uh-huh.
Today, I mean, that stat line is just pretty
Yeah.
impressive. Is even this surprising you from him so early?
Yeah, he's playing really well. You know, we knew he was going to be a good player, and we knew we were going to, you know, he was going to play a lot for us. But as I said earlier in the year, you know, he didn't have a scorer's mentality, you know, coming out of prep school. He was more of a facilitator. When his shot was there, you know, he'd take it, but that was secondary in his mind. And then, you know, when we had injuries early in the season, you know, we didn't have Courtney, we didn't have Ladarian. We needed him to score. And I think, you know, looking at the season and having those guys injured is probably the best thing that happened to him in terms of a play. Now, you know, he had to change that mentality and become a scorer, and he has. You know, he's always in the gym. He's getting better. His skill set is getting better. You know, but he's now, you know, I could never envision him scoring 32 points, you know, in a game his freshman year. He's exceeded our expectations. Not from his floor leadership, but from his scoring ability. He's gotten so much better.
I'm trying to think of a guy who's at Bonnet here who's impacted the game without scoring the way that Oshun
Yeah.
has improved.
Yeah.
And tonight to rebound and block. You guys were telling me before the game how important it was to stop Reuter.
Yeah.
Just that big body inside. He basically completely.
Yeah, he did a really.
today.
Yeah, he you know, he's a work in progress offensively, even though, you know, he'll make some moves like, wow, you know, but he's not there offensively. But from a defensive standpoint, he's everything that we thought he would be and more. You know, he can block shots, you know, and he's learned, like in game 1 down there, he was leaving his feet a little bit too much. He was too anxious. Today he was the second guy off the floor. And, you know, he has five blocks, but he probably had, you know, 5 more where guys knew he was there. You know, he's rebounding 11 rebounds. Him and Kyle are 2 of the best freshmen in this league, and 2 of the best freshmen that we've had in the last 12 years. And Oshun is so unselfish. He doesn't care about scoring. You know, he catches the ball, he's looking to pass, and you know he's going to get better offensively. He's going to get stronger. His game is has touched the surface of how good it can be. He can be a special player. He's got all the tools. He's got the mentality. And he's got that presence. You know, he's whatever, he's 6'9", whatever he is, but he plays so much bigger, so much longer, and he affects the game from a defensive. And that's one of the reasons why our defense is so good. You know, he eliminates, you know, some of those drives, you know, guys are missing shots, and they look like they're simple shots, but when you play the game and you know there's a 6'9", 6'10" guy there with a big hand ready to block your shot, it makes that layup or that, you know, 5-10 footer that much more difficult.
You guys had, some nice conference wins coming into today.
Yeah.
Was it to knock off the team?
Yeah, it was more of a statement game because, in terms of where they're ranked, that's the highest team that we've beaten all year. So that's important. Plus, if we want to try to get into the top four, because the only way that we're going to make the NCAA tournament is if we win the Atlantic 10 tournament. So you can win the Atlantic 10 tournament and you have a better chance if you can get a double bye. So that's the goal, is to try to get into fourth place so you can get a double bye. Now, can you win it, playing 4 games? Yeah, but it's easier to play 3, and that's the goal. And Mason was ahead of us, and if we lose that game, now, we lost twice to them. They get the tiebreaker, and now they're 3 games ahead of us. Now they're what, a game and a half maybe?
You guys are 1 game out of 4th, right?
Yeah, and that's with 6 to go. So not that we're in perfect place, but we're in a place where we have something to play for, and we can accomplish our goal of getting in the top 4 and then, hopefully having some magic.